Okay, we are inside of Premiere Pro and we're taking a look at creating ending credits for your movie. So let's say my movie was complete. I had all my components and now I need the ending credit. To do that, you're going to be creating a title. So you can go up to Title, New Title, and we're going to be creating the default roll. It's going to roll from top to bottom. Bingo. When I select that, I get the option to name it and also the size. We'll keep the correct size that we're using. I'll call this ending credits. Perfect. Bam. Here's the title editor. Looks like the same exact thing as you would when you're creating a standalone title. A couple things we're going to do. In the title editor, there's some roll crawl options that we can select. I'm going to click it to activate those options. And this dialog box appears. Bingo. The roll crawl options, you guys, you can have something crawl from left to right, or we can have it roll. In the case before, we were using standalone still titles. I'm going to select the roll. I want it to start off screen, and I want it to end off screen. So it starts and ends off screen. It's pretty much how credits happen, right? Perfect. Everything else I'll leave as their defaults. I'll click OK. Now we can begin to type in our titles or credits. I'll select my type tool. Bingo. I'll click on screen to activate the type tool, and I'll type in history of cinema. I'm going to select that text and choose a different font. And then I'll use my selection tool to select the text. And I'll make it smaller by selecting a smaller font. Bingo. I'm only going to use one text. You notice I didn't click and drag to create the type box. I simply clicked and started typing. I'm going to get back in here and activate my cursor. I'm also going to center align this stuff as I type. Bam. So, cursor is active, center alignment. I'll type in, maybe I'll do enter twice. Created by, put my name. And I'll put enter twice. Images, Google. I'll put enter twice. And notice how we're now getting the title bar, or the bar on the side, that allows us to kind of scroll. And I'll put music. And you want to put the name of the song. Lord of the Rings. I don't know, I just made that up. And that should be about it. If you want to change the font to kind of customize things, you can select individual pieces of font. Maybe I'll make that bold. Adjust the size. Go in here and you guys can have fun with the fonts, the sizes, however you want. I think I'll put that back. I'm going to Control Z a couple of times just to step back. Bingo. I'm going to leave mine as is, but again, you can customize everything. But to make your life a lot easier, don't create a lot of text boxes. Just create one. You can separate the lines by pressing enter. And that should do it. When you're done, you're going to close the text editor. And you notice that the title appears in your project panel. It looks different. It looks like a movie clip, a little film strip icon. And if you play it in the program monitor, you'll see that the credit should roll. And you can actually see it in your project panel. It's not great, but it's okay preview. I'll stop it. To add this to my project, I can just take it, drag and drop it to the end, wherever I need to place it. A couple things about the title. You may need to extend it or make it shorter to control the speed of the title. If I make it shorter, well, then it plays faster. And you can see how my title is playing. If I make it longer, well, then it's going to play for a longer duration of time. Plays back slower. So you guys control how long you want the title to be. You also want to fade out your audio when you're done with your music. To do that, you're going to be using a audio transition. So to fade out your music, you go to your effects bin, audio transitions, crossfade. The constant power is you're going to drag it to the end of your music and add it as a transition. If you notice now, as I open up the timeline, I have added the constant power, and that's going to fade out your music at the end of the clip. So there you guys have it, adding your ending credits as well as fading out music. You can also fade in your music if it comes in abrupt. In our next video, we're going to take a look at exporting the project as a movie.